My name is Ellis King. I'm an artist based in Norwich. I'm a contemporary artist, primarily who paints, and I focus on portraiture of women. And the idea of my work is all around trying to share and expose women's experiences and our stories through my work. I'm a self-taught artist, and I came back into creating art after the birth of my son. So I started creating art off the back of that as almost a bit of a rebellion, I suppose, a bit of a protest against what society had set up for women like me, and to explore all of the things that I was going through and all of the challenges that I felt that I was facing. I guess a way for me to politically share my views and to try and create this platform for women to share their voices and to feel seen and to feel heard. So I start with a concept that I've kind of jotted out, drawn out. Could be a name of a piece, could be an idea of something that I'm working towards. And then I think about what references I need. So I might take a reference picture, whether that be myself or I'll invite people who are open to sharing their stories to do that with me. I then go about taking those pictures. So we'll meet, we'll have a conversation. I tend to talk to them and interview them while I take those photos. And then I come back and think of the orientation, how I want it to look, the size of the canvas, if it's a big piece or a small piece, is it intimate, is it kind of more of a narrative, does it feed into a story where there's other people? So I might play around with concepts on Photoshop, and then I kind of just get started. I work in oils and acrylics. I often sketch out in charcoal, or I might just use pens and draw ideas out, but the finished piece is almost always in acrylics or oils. Sometimes a combination of the two, could just be acrylics overlaid with oils or oil sticks. I like texture, so I might then go over and add certain thicknesses of paint to make that story pop out and to try and add another element to the piece. I think my signature is almost, realistic portraiture overlaid with abstraction. The abstraction intends to tell the story of the person, but also allows for someone else to enter themselves in the piece. The abstraction also allows me to fill in the narrative of the person, what they've discussed with me, but it also means that someone can look at it and make their own interpretation of the piece and what they see in it, which is part of what I want to happen. I think with portraiture or figurative work, it can be more difficult because they're pieces of people. And what I want someone to be able to do is to insert themselves into it, particularly where the purpose of my work is to share women's stories and for us to feel like we're not alone and that we're part of, we're one of many and that we're in this together. It's a community. Hopefully that allows for that to happen.